Hey Flosstube, welcome. It's Friday, the 17th of August, 2018. If you're new, welcome, and if you're returning viewer, welcome back. It's lovely to have you here. I really enjoy spending this little time together with you each week. So, today I am actually feeling really ill, so I will hurry this one up. I will not edit too much, I think, so this will most likely be a short one and not with much before and after pictures. So just jump into whips. We all know and love him. It's my dragon, my QS Huggable by Heaven and Earth Design. The artwork is by Randall Spangler. This is how he will look like finished. And I'm stitching it on 18 count Aida 2/1, and here's where I'm at. The top part is finished, so I only have this partial page left and this middle page to do. This is my 100 Days of Hay challenge. My personal goal is to finish 2 blocks each day. And if I finish 2 blocks each day, this partial page will be done in 5 days. If I get to stitch more, since it's the weekend coming up, hopefully I can, then it will be finished before. And then I only have this last page, so that's exciting. Next up, it's my baby 3 sampler. It's my travel project. It's stitched on 46 count linen, light lavender by Extrude Designs, and this is how far I have gotten. So I had some more petals or leaves done here, but I have to frog them because there was one leaf I had forgot to stitch, and it would mess up the whole tree if I didn't frog. And then I did some more branches and some more outlining of the leaves, so I can easily fill in when I'm traveling. So that's where I am on that. For my arbitrary August, last time I said to you I would stitch on the Lady and the Tiger. I didn't stitch on it last Friday, but I did stitch on it on Saturday. So I stitched on 3 whips on Saturday. So this is what it will look like when it's done. And it's a kit by Luca S. And I'm stitching this on 18 count Aida 2/1 with anchor floss. So here's where it's at now. I stitched everything you see here in the top part. I stitched because I'm working my way over, and then I will work my way down to where I got the hole in my fabric, so I can start getting it repaired fast, so I don't forget or by some accident it gets bigger. So that one. The whip that was chosen for Arbitrary August was being inspired by Stitcherovia or Emma Condon, and you can buy this pattern on Etsy from her. I'm stitching it on 14 count Aida, 2/1, and it's hand dyed by me. And I hand dyed it to kind of like give it a skin tone feel to it. So yeah, I filled in this motif. It's fully done, and I just starting using the rest of the colors I had and put in here. And I think I did a little bit of black. So, but when I started the black, I had to frog it because I stitched wrong because it was starting to get late. So I stopped there. Usually when I start doing mistakes, I just have to stop stitching, or else everything will just go wrong. On the 12th, Sunday, the 12th, I was stitching on my Dragon Coaster project. And I actually got a whole lot done. So I am finished with his, almost fully finished with his face. I'm just missing a little bit on his ear, and I did his feet, and you can see this is the same pattern. I just have converted it to green colors instead. And I will do one more on this fabric, either in blue or red, because I want to do all these dragons in different colors. So that's where I am on that. Next up, Monday the 13th, my Arbitrary August shows my Haunted Mansion style. So here's where I'm at now. So I did stitch some more down here. Then I found out that somewhere along counting I have done wrong. So instead of frogging everything I did here, I frogged this bit and all of the moon. So I restitched this and I stitched the moon. And most likely I will have to frog and restitch this just long line of color here. But I will do that when I come to that part. So that's where that is. Probably it will need a whole lot more days before I reach the first room that has been revealed. Next up is my Final Fantasy VII. It got picked again, but that's fun. I like when I get something I have recently worked on, getting back in the Arbitrary August. So I actually managed to finish Separate, and Tifa is finished, and then I just did some stitching on Claude's blade, Ares jacket, some more in Claude, just to use up the floss colors I had going on. And I started the top of Fredex. That's where I'm at with that one. it's fun to see now that I have gotten 2 characters fully finished. I feel like I'm able to reach finish with that soon. And then on the 15th, Arbitrary August chose the Dormouse. This is by Brooks Books. It's the Alice in Wonderland series. I have every one. I will do it on a big fabric, but I have started in the middle and doing the Dormouse. So this is on 18 count Ada, and I'm stitching 2/1, and the fabric is hand dyed by myself. So you can see it's a huge fabric. And here's where I'm at. So I stitched, started on the cake, and I started doing a little bit more on this mushroom over here. So that's where I'm at with that one. And then Arbitrary August chose my temperature garden yesterday, but as I said, I'm not feeling good today, and I was not feeling good yesterday, so I didn't stitch on my temperature garden, and I almost did not stitch on my QS Huggable. I managed to finish my QS Huggable. I think I used 2 hours on about 142 stitches, I think I did. No, not that much. I think I did 80-90 stitches. That was all I needed to finish 2 blocks, because I had done a good chunk the day before, luckily. And I just stitched wrong. I had to frog. Luckily, when I park, I discover my mistakes fast. So it was only 1 or 2 stitches I had done that needed to frog and restitch. And usually I just started the wrong place with the first stitch. So I did stitch as slow as I could, so I would try and not make mistakes because I wasn't feeling good. So so my temperature garden has not gotten the love. Here's where I'm at. I'm not far, so hopefully I will get to stitch on it, do a day with 3 whips when I'm feeling a little bit better, so that can see some more love. Today, or actually I had forgotten I had spun the wheel the night before yesterday. So I spun the wheel yesterday. It picked my Winter Queen, but I already had chosen. So my Winter Queen by Mirabilia will be stitched on today. It is a 32 count opalescent linen by Swigart. And here's where I'm at. So I'm just covering up my working copy. And I have finally gotten the Krynic I need. So I will try and do some more backstitching, most likely where it is supposed to be Krynic, because I think that will help with counting this light gray. It's really hard to work with the light gray and the white, so hopefully some back stitching will help with that. So that was my whips. Over to plans. Working some more on my QS Huggable. The only thing I know I will work on is my Temperature Garden and Winter Queen, of course. And then the rest will be random number generated. Now that I am not feeling good, I'm not really in a stitching mood. I kind of like have lost my stitching bug. I don't know if it is because I'm feeling ill or just because the arbitrary August is getting to me. It's hard for me to put stitching down when I have to divide the time each day between QS Huggable and my arbitrary August piece, so there's not much stitching going in, so I want to work on it an extra day. So if I'm still continue feeling like this, I might start doing arbitrary August every other day and have 2 days on each whip instead. So over to haul. I have just a little bit of haul that I got in the mail today actually. Booty Threads had 20% off everything. So I did know I wanted some kit from them. I wanted one of these silhouette kits, so I chose this one. I really love every silhouette kit they have, so I chose this. And then I bought this as a baby sampler. I'm thinking that I might do this as the baby sampler for my son. And those were most because I wanted to make the shipping worthwhile, because what I was really after was a 16 count Ada, because the Belle and the Rapunzel I have done with the songs and just the pictures of the ladies on from Frigid Stitch. I have 2 more in the same series, that is Elsa from Frozen and Mulan. So Elsa, I needed a navy blue fabric, and I didn't have 16 count navy blue in my stash, so I bought this. And I didn't want to hand dye myself because I always get modeling when I hand dye, and the others are not modeled fabric, so I wanted a plain fabric. And next up, for Mulan, they didn't have light green, a yellow light green in 16 count. So I bought these 2, one ice blue and one blue gray, and I hope one of those will look okay with the pattern. I have to see when I'm floss tossing. So, and next up, I bought 17 different patterns that I got for $5 for 17 patterns. Every pattern is a bear pattern, like a little basket. It's just the pattern, so I don't want to show everything. And I also bought a booklet with Joan Elliott, Fancy Lady. And I bought 2 small books, one with angels and one with fairies. And I really loved some of the fairies in this one. You can see the, I think that's the forest fairy, and that's the fairy godmother. And on this one you can see the different angels. So that's that. I also bought from the Crafty Hermit on Instagram. She had a pick 3 buy for 2 deal on her large bags. One of them is already in use, so I don't have it here. So I bought this one with the frogs, and I really love having the project bags this way. So I definitely in the future will go for more project bags like this, vertical. And I bought this one also. So I really love these. It's fun with the see-through on the front. So, and my hope is that I am going to try and sew some from myself. So hopefully that will be okay. Last up is a new club I'm a part of, if you can say it like that. And it's the Frosty Forest project of the month. You go to Patchwork Rabbit. It's located in the UK, and you sign up to be in a club, and they will send you patterns depending on how many you want each month, and you pay for them separately. So I bought the fabric. I'm doing all 9 on one big piece. It's a 32 count. I don't remember the color. And I figured I wanted to do everything like this one. I wanted just to get it fast on my hands, so I get 3 of them each month. I get the pattern, the button, and the floss, DMC and specialty. So I also got the second one is Snowy Deer with everything, and Snowman's Cottage with everything. And it's kind of like my birthday present to myself, and I hope I will get to start this now in August. So I will put it on my wheel, and hopefully it will show up as a whip in arbitrary August that I can start. So that was my haul. So I don't have anything more for you today. As I said, there will not be much editing. So, but thank you so much for watching and coming here and joining me and sharing my stitching. I love to talk about my stitching, but I don't have many people to talk about stitching with other than everyone on Flosstube. So, thank you so much, and I will see you next Friday. Bye!